Third and 4. Oklahoma goes back to pass. Auburn goes back to pass. They get a first down. It's Oklahoma 22, Auburn 17. Both teams are undefeated. It's in the fourth quarter. There's about 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. It's been a good game so far. I've been watching. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late to the party as of recording. I should have recorded it sooner, but I didn't really think I was going to do it. But then I was like, wow, I really got to record my... Okay, I'm just going to shut up. But anyway, both teams are undefeated. Auburn's ranked 22. Oklahoma's ranked number 11. Auburn does have the football, but they only have one timeout down. They only have one timeout. Well, actually, 2 timeouts, including the 2-minute warning. So they got 2 timeouts. They got the ball. It feels like this is the drive that they need to go down the field, and they need to get a touchdown if they're going to want to win the game. These two teams are like neck and neck, just like this. I don't really care who wins. I'm just watching because I love college football. But, that's a bad play for Auburn, but there is a flag down. What's the flag for? Oklahoma fans sure look worried, even though they're winning. Oh, crap, I forgot I got the sound on. I got to turn the sound off. Hopefully that'll be okay, but let's check the flag before I turn down the sound. What's the flag for, ref? Come on. What's the flag for? Oh, that's on Auburn, too. That means they backed up and it's second down. Now they're back even further. It feels like all or nothing on this drive for Auburn. They're either going to win or they're either going to lose, obviously. Those are the only 2 options, right? Duh. But this drive right here feels very important. I don't think they get the ball back if they don't score on this drive. So they're going to score or they're going to lose. I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. It's approaching the 2-minute warning, but it's 2nd and 20. And Auburn just got another flag. Auburn, what are you doing? Don't choke. Don't choke, Auburn. What are you doing? You trying to lose the game? Now they're 2nd and 25. How they're going to make that, I don't know. Throw the ball down deep. Maybe you'll get a pass interference. I feel like that's their only hope. Or if one of you guys can make a spectacular play. I don't know why Auburn's shooting themselves in the foot. But it is the 2-minute warning. No, they got the ball off. He's throwing it to nobody. Nobody's open. Yeah. I don't know why he hiked the ball. He should have just waited. Maybe they'll give him that down back because it was the 2-minute warning before he actually snapped the ball. It looks like that's what they're going to do here. So it's still going to be 2nd and 25. But the Oklahoma coach does have a big, huge smile on his face because he knows the odds of them getting a first down are slim to none, but it's still possible. I shouldn't even say slim to none. They probably got, I don't know, like a 10%. I don't know about numbers. Listen, okay? But they do got hope still. So I know Auburn fans right now are just, we're going to let this team that just came into our conference like 2-3 years ago, if 2 years ago, and just let them beat us on us? Oh, heck no, bro. Heck no, but nonetheless, this game been really excited, so I'm excited to see who wins. I don't really care who wins, but, and for either one of these, both of these teams are undefeated. Both of these teams still have a long way to go. It's, so, win or lose, it really, it matters, but it don't matter, as in term of the playoffs, right? Both teams still have their playoffs hosts, but if Auburn loses, then Auburn's going to have to prove something, right? Meaning they're going to have to beat whenever, I'm sure they're probably going to play another ranked opponent. So whenever they play a ranked opponent, they're going to have to prove something. They're going to have to win that game. And Oklahoma, if they lose, they also still got ranked opponents. So, in the long term, speaking, this game right here, It really doesn't matter. I mean, it matters, but not as term as the playoffs. It really doesn't matter because these teams down the line will have another opportunity to prove why they deserve to be in the playoffs. Meaning when they face ranked opponents that are higher ranked than them or just below them, but meaning a ranked opponent in the top 25 when they get a chance to play one of those teams down the line. No, they still have that chance though. But nonetheless, somebody's going to take an L. Somebody's going to take their first L of the season, and somebody's going to move on to continue to be undefeated. Now, quick update. I missed a couple updates. I think I did anyway. Maybe I didn't. But Mississippi State is beating Northern Illinois 24-10 in the third quarter. They're about to go to the fourth quarter and that matchup. West Virginia and Kansas, they just started. They're still in the first quarter. Let's see who else here. Oh, the Duke and North Carolina State. Yeah, so North Carolina State is undefeated, and Duke is taking it to them, 35-26. So Duke could win that game very easily if they keep their foot on the gas. You don't want to let up, especially against an undefeated team that is trying to go undefeated. Right now, UConn is beating Ball State. There's 11 seconds left. Ball State, only down by a touchdown and 2-point conversion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so they can tie the game. I don't know if Ball State has the ball. I don't know. I'm not watching that game. Obviously, I'm watching Oklahoma and Auburn right now, but I'll let you know because I'm assuming that Ball State game and UConn game is going to be over time. This game's over. But USC's definitely putting a whooping on UNC, 27-9, and now it's second down and 25 yards, and the Auburn quarterback tried to scramble. I don't know why he scrambled. Just throw the ball. Even if your player's not open, at least maybe you'll get a flag for your team. But no, he didn't throw the ball down the field. So now it's third down. Now it's pressure town. It's all or nothing. They got 2 downs to get this bad boy. And I don't think they're going to get it. Not the way they're playing right now, man. Oh, yeah. Oklahoma just got a huge sack. It's fourth down. Looks like Auburn's going to take their first L of the season. And Oklahoma might move up from this win. They might move into the top 10. I don't know. But they're going to be moving on to 4-0. There's no way, unless a pass interference happens, that Auburn's going to get this. And he goes back, hacks the ball. Yeah, he's getting sacked right now for a safety. That's a safety. That's game over. Auburn just took their first L of the season, 3-1. Again, they got a long season ahead of them. So if you're an Auburn fan, do not panic. Do not get mad. Do not get overstressed. Okay? Your team's going to be just fine. But now your team, Auburn, is going to have to beat somebody who is ranked when they play against them. They're going to need some top terms. They're going to need help to get into the playoffs. But there's still hope. But Oklahoma fans, I know you're probably excited. Rightly so. Your team's having a good season so far. Being 4-0, undefeated. Yay, yay, yay. Yippee, yippee, yippee. So there's that. And the coach of Oklahoma could not be more happy. Now, I don't know if they ruled that a safety, but it should have been a safety because the Auburn quarterback did get sacked in the end zone. So, yeah, okay, they called it a safety. So now it's 24-17. Where it was 22-17. There's no hope for Auburn. They only have one timeout. They only can stop the clock once. GO for Auburn. But they put up a fight, a decent fight, I would say. No, not too shabby. Now let's go ahead and let's look at the UConn versus Ball State game. There is 11 seconds. I don't know. Maybe the game's already over. I'm about to find out right now. Oh, and also Purdue and Notre Dame is playing each other And Notre Dame is up on Purdue 35-23. I want Purdue to beat Notre Dame because it's just another big win for the Big Ten Conference. That's how that works. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, so Oklahoma goes down. And Georgia Tech is still beating Temple 28-14. Temple is still in the game though, so who knows how that game will go. I know there's Miami and Florida playing. That should be a game. I don't know if I'll do a video about. I don't know if I'll do a video on that. I don't know. I mean, Miami, Florida. I guess I would say. I don't know. I feel like Miami, Florida is kind of just a toss-up. I mean, I could flip a coin and just choose that way, honestly. But if you had to pick, I don't know. Miami, I don't even know what their records are. I know College Game Day was hosting there, so I guess it's supposed to be a big game, right? It is a rivalry, I know that, but I guess Miami? I don't know. I don't really care, honestly. Whoever wins that game. But it should be an entertaining game to watch, though. It's fun when you're watching bigger games where you don't really care who wins. You ain't sitting there sweating. But when it's your team sitting there playing in a huge game, you know, you're kind of nervous. Not really, but you're kind of nervous. But now then when your team's not playing in a big game, you know, you get to sit back and enjoy it. And not stress over it. You know what I mean? So Hawaii and Fresno State is playing at 12 a.m. Yeah, that's the time difference. Yeah. Okay. They got Cal. Man, I feel bad for all these late teams that are playing really late because nobody really watches them. Like Wyoming, Colorado, that game don't even start till 10:15 p.m. my time. I know over there it's a different time. It's like 8 or whatever, but I'm just saying over on the whatever coast we're on. And California and San Diego State, they don't play each other till 10:30 p.m. USC and Michigan State don't even play each other till 11 p.m. Late games, but that's fine. Let's check out some of these final scores. I'll give you guys the rundown real quick. Let's see. Rice, they beat Charlotte, if anybody cares, 28-17. Tulsa did beat Oklahoma State now. That's something. They won 19-12. Louisville took care of business against Bowling Green, 40-17. TCU beat SMU 35-24. It looks like SMU might have tried to hang in there, but TCU's offense is just really hard to stop. They got really fast players on their team. Maryland goes undefeated. There's some news for you. I never thought Maryland would go undefeated, but yeah, so far Maryland's rolling. They're 4-0. Who would have thought? Not me, that's for sure. Now, I don't know if we play Maryland or not, but if we do, they're not going to be undefeated for long. So that won't last long. Army, yeah, we already covered that game. Miami, Ohio, UN. How do I say their name? Why is this going up? Okay. UNLV and Miami play. UNLV beat Miami of Ohio 41-38. So that was a really, really close game. Those guys were like neck and neck the entire game almost. I think UNLV did have to make a fourth quarter comeback in order to get it that close, but nonetheless, they pull off the win, so good for them. They beat Miami of Ohio. Miami of Ohio shouldn't. I mean, yeah, you can go practice getting some things straightened out and all that other good stuff. But, you know, they really shouldn't hang their head that far down low because they did put up a fight. So, there's that. Memphis beats Arkansas. Yay. I don't know if I covered that last video or not, but Memphis beat Arkansas, so an SEC team did lose. Oh, that's bad. But now, granted, Arkansas is not one of the top teams in the SEC, but still, they still lost. So the SEC takes an L from an out-of-conference opponent. Way to go, Memphis, even though it was still just 1 point. So it was a very close game. But Memphis does come out with the win. So good job, Memphis, for beating an SEC team. Then we got Texas Tech, who absolutely just manhandled Utah. Utah had no answer for Texas Tech. 34-10. Ouch. Tennessee, Tennessee. You had your chance last week. Nobody cares that you beat UAB 56-24. Nobody cares, okay? And of course, Oregon just manhandled Oregon State, but they're 0-4, so that Oregon did what they're supposed to, I guess. Oklahoma beats Auburn 24-17. Which that's the game we was just watching. And Florida State, I already said that, to Ole Miss. Ole Miss did, just like I thought they would. Ole Miss did come out with the victory. And as soon as I get the score back up here, I don't know, it went away on me. I don't know why it went away. Don't ask me. So I can't tell you the score. Okay, there it is. 45-10, so they absolutely pulled away from Tulane. I thought maybe Tulane would put up more of a fight because it was close last time I checked, but no. Ole Miss pulled away, and they got the victory. I'm not sure what their win or loss record is, but either way, they got the win on that one. And then we got, just 3 points shy of Nebraska beating that team up north. So that team up north escaped this week, 27-30. That team up north escaped, okay? Nebraska was like really close. Unfortunately, Nebraska wasn't able to pull it off. So the team up north, they escape with a win. Blah, blah. Who cares, right? UCF dominated North Carolina 34-9. Ouch. Jay Madison beat Liberty 31-13. Cool. Mississippi State beat Northern Illinois 38-10. So there is all the updates. I'm trying to think if there's anything. I don't know if I'll film another video tonight. I don't know. I might not. And I might. I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe. It depends on if that Miami-Florida game is good or if that Miami-Florida game is just a dominate, meaning one team is just rolling over the other, then there's not going to be nothing there. But Rice did beat Charlotte. I don't know if I said that, but Rice beat Charlotte 28-17, so good for Rice right there. I'm trying to think about if there's anything else I should remember. I don't think so. South Carolina and Missouri, they just started their game. So, who do I think is going to win South Carolina, Missouri? You know what? I probably roll with Missouri. I think Missouri will take it. And Kansas right now and West Virginia, 17-3. Kansas is putting a whooping on West Virginia so far, but that game's only in the second quarter. It's about the 2-minute warning where it's at right now, so only time will tell about who wins that game. If you had to ask me, I think Kansas is going to beat West Virginia. I feel like Kansas just has more weapons than West Virginia does. So probably Kansas will probably win that game. But Purdue and Notre Dame, 42-23. I want Purdue to win only so that'll be another big win for our conference as a whole. But if Purdue loses, whatever. It is what it is. but they're basically just playing for the Big Ten Conference. Purdue is, but yeah, I think that's all the game I covered. Washington State. I don't know if I'll do a video for that one or not. Again, it just depends. I don't really care. I do want Washington to beat Washington State, only so going into our game next week, which I already explained this, it'll be a whole lot better game if they're undefeated, because of course everybody knows the defending national champs, us, the Ohio State Buckeyes, we're undefeated and we're number one. Just had to throw that out there that we're number one, but I doubt it if I do a video for that game. The only really game I'll probably do maybe a reaction to is Miami, Florida. That I'm assuming that that's going to be a close game. But again, you just don't ever know. Then you got Baylor, Arizona State, too, also starting the same time as Miami, Florida. You still got Georgia State, Vanderbilt, Illinois, Indiana. Then the rest of the other teams that are playing like super late, super duper late. I don't know if I'll stay up for those games. Probably. Oh, Stanford and Virginia. Not West Virginia, just Virginia. So, yeah, other than that, I don't know. This could be it. But I think that's it. I think pretty much caught up all now. This is the shortest video I ever did for college football before, but that's okay. That's all right. Boise and Air Force is playing currently. It's 7-7. I always root for the Armed Forces teams whenever they're playing, except for when they're playing my Buckeyes. Then I root for my Buckeyes, obviously. But if I see like Air Force or Army or Navy playing against another opponent, I always root for Army or Navy or Air Force. They're underdog teams, so that's another reason why I root for them, because I love it when underdog teams beat a team that's highly ranked. And that team wasn't supposed to win, and all of a sudden they shock the college football world and pull off an upset. I like those type of games. But, yeah, right now they're 7-7 first quarter. Their game just started. Air Force is not going to beat Boise State no matter how much I want them to win. I just don't see that happening now. Air Force could surprise me, but I doubt it. Boise State is just the better team on paper. And on the field, too. So, there's that. But, yeah, nonetheless, I think that's about it. I think I went over everything. San Jose State and Idaho, they're tied up 2021 all. Don't really know who's going to win that game. Don't really care. Delaware Delaware's playing FIU. They're tied up. Akron's 0-3. They're dominating whoever that team is by like 31-0. So there's a lot of early games. West Kentucky, Maine, Georgia Southern. All these games have just started. South Alabama and Coast Carolina, they're 0-0. Nobody scored in that game. That's probably going to be a low-scoring game. That might even come down to a last-minute field goal or a kicker or something like that. I don't know, but let's see here. I think that's it. I don't think there's any more. I'm looking here. I'm looking. Yeah, I think that's it. But Oklahoma did beat Auburn. They go on to be undefeated. Auburn takes its first loss of the season. I'm gonna keep an eye out for Oklahoma. Oklahoma might actually do something this year. I think that's one of the teams to look out for this year. They might try to do something. I think if you ask me right now, I would say Oklahoma probably most likely will make the playoffs. Yeah. But that's a maybe. There's only one team that's set in stone that's guaranteed to make the playoffs. Not just this year, but every single other year as well. We're never going to miss the playoffs now. Never, ever, ever, ever. So I don't even have to worry about none of that. Now I can focus on us beating Michigan, us making it to the Big Ten championship game. So, and if you're a betting person on who's going to make the playoffs, bet Ohio State every single year, guaranteed to make the playoffs. Okay, but other than that, I think that's pretty much it. I don't think I left anything else out. I think I updated everything I need to update. I think I said everything that I need to say. Well, I guess there's only one thing left to say. Go Buckeyes! OHIO!